Good morning. This will be the last morning that we're recording an episode. We're going to go back to Battletech after this. But this is our 10th episode, and this will be the last one that gets uploaded for about 7 days. And we'll see how our response is on the first 10. And if it's good, guess what? We'll be back to do some more. That's right. But today it is October, which means we need to advance a day. So we are going to sleep. 8 o'clock for November is fine. Winter time, 8 a.m. start time is the way we're going to roll it. And this will be day number 4. And here we are. No property maintenance fee. $50 comes out on property maintenance. Interesting. Let's go take a look at our red beets over here. Not quite for sure how they're doing. Not even for sure if we're gonna. We'll probably harvest it. What's going on? Remove foliage. Not ready to harvest yet. So. Okay, so today is going to be kind of just a work day for the most part. We could plow this, but it needs plowed, I understand. We're probably not going to plow it yet, though. We'll probably wait till December to plow this field. And we're going to look at contracts. What kind of contracts are out here today? We do have some harvesting contracts. Field 7 and Johnson's Farmer Market. That might be good. We would need to lease the equipment. Let's look at where Field 7 is. Johnson's Market is right here. Field 7's there, yeah. Let's do that one to start. You know, we're looking to make some money. This would get us about 1,000. We should recoup the lease. So we're going to borrow the items, and then we're going to go do this contract this morning. Here's our combine. Field 7's not a big field. Planning on growing some corn today, or not today, but in at least one of our fields. I'm thinking about getting a chicken coop and maybe doing some other things with the bottom field there, but. Today we're going to cruise up to Field 7. It's a small field, so not bad. And we're going to do that contract. This harvester doesn't cruise at a blistering pace, I'll tell you that much. Are driving down the road. ours, but we put some lime in our field. I haven't checked our barley. That's something that we'll need to check sometime today. But really what we're looking at today is making some income. Last month was our first profitable month of the game. And I'm pretty for sure, for the most part, we should be able to start making a solid profit month to month, except when we're buying land or tractors. And one of our goals is we want to buy plot 47, because that will be our main corn growing field, I think. Because it seems like corn makes a pretty good chunk of money. So if we buy 47, monetarily wise, that's about $50,000. We'll be able to take care of that. We're all relatively close to the same area. 47, 48, 49 will be the next plots we're looking at buying, but 47 will be probably our main target next. I don't see us getting 47 until probably 1972 for a year-wise. And hopefully we have enough support on this series that we make it to 1972. Couple of things. I think I said this in the last couple of episodes. I actually enjoy playing this game. It's kind of a relaxing game. I mean, you kind of play it on your own terms. You do what you want to do that day, and then you call it a day. At the game rate we're going, it takes about 2 hours to run through a day. 2 to 3 hours. We'll show, a couple of hours. We're going to try to split them up into 2 parts now that we are getting into the winter time. Summertime might be 3 parts, just because we need to get more things accomplished in the summer. Get up here, we can grab the tractor. We can get the pressure washer. It's something that we are going to need to buy. It's $4,500. It's just not the main priority right now. Yeah, you're not going to get around me, car. Kind of late in the season to be harvesting corn, I will say. Corn is right over there. Okay, so what do we need to do? First of all, take that map out. Nope, we need to lower the header and turn it on. And off we go. I kind of like the other header a little better. It was a lot wider. But, this works. I understand why they gave us the the smaller header for this field. They don't want me to get done too quickly. But this does get us a little over $1,000 with the grain that I will get, because they give us a bonus, I guess. I mean, I think it's 94%. They want 94% of the grain harvested, and then everything over 94% is mine. So I get a 6% bonus for harvesting all of the grain. We're almost going to fill this thing up and just making one square today. Yeah, I understand. But you know what? We gotta do it like this when it comes to corn. This isn't quite even here. Nice easy field to harvest though. And the aspect that we don't have to travel too far to deliver it makes it even a more convenient field. We do need to buy a harvester, but that'll probably be one of the very last things that we're looking at buying. I'd like to get a medium tractor. Just because a medium tractor is going to just be better for us in the long run. %, yeah, 61%. That's an amazing pull. Not a big hopper here. We'll harvest it out, bring the tractor up. After we get the tractor up, we'll just fill it up and then go, and then fill it up and go. This is probably going to hold about 5,000 bushels of corn. We definitely want to harvest as much corn as we can. Keeps telling me information I'm well aware of. Not quite 5,000 bushels. Yeah, we're gonna do this. %, pull. Turn it off. We'll drive it down here. And then we'll go get our tractor. Park this right here like that. Okay. Turn it off. Grab our tractor. And let's go. This is a smaller trailer. I don't know how much that's going to be able to hold. I'm hoping that holds at least 2 loads. Now this tractor moves. Look at that, 27. I like the tractor. Yeah, we might as well have the cover open right now. Doesn't hurt. Cruising right back up to where we were. We know where we're going. One thing I like about this kind of lease to harvest, we get to use different kind of equipment, and being able to use different kind of equipment, especially with someone that's new to the game, kind of gives you an idea of something you might like to use versus something you don't want to use. You're not stuck with this equipment. And that's a good thing. Kind of amazing, 18 minutes in, and to me it just seems like we've only been playing a couple of minutes. Time really moves quickly in this game. There's my tractor. We know where we're going. You can see that one well ahead of time. And believe it or not, we're just dumping right over here. Ah, come on. Don't yield for the guy. I mean, I definitely had the right of way there. These cars don't yield for anybody. Expect me to yield. Yep. Your insurance will be paying for that. Okay, that should do it. Turn her on. There we go. Not much in this combine. Probably another field, but we'll combine, or we'll harvest until we cannot harvest anymore, and then we will take the trailer to the farmer's market, or whatever it's called. And that trailer is not going to hold much grain. I'm going to tell you that right now. Oops. Nope. There we go. Good news is we're harvesting again. 30% complete. I gotta tell you something. This doesn't feel 30% complete. I think the calculator in this game is a tad bit off. I mean, if I was to wager, I would say I'm about 20% complete, tops. Not 30%. That was a bad plow there, or a bad harvest line. Oh well. Only the second time going down this run. That shows you how little of a, or how small of a tank this is. It also shows how much grain you get out of this. That's part of the reason why I'm going to put corn down on my field, is because you're actually getting a good chunk of grain here. Tractor might be in my way on the next path. We're good on this one. Gonna be a close one. That's all I gotta tell you. Already at 48, so this was a 50% versus 60% at this point, so definitely eating up the grain here, or shrinking the field, I guess is a good way to put it. right, 72%, 73%. And we went 51% coming down, so this should come close to filling this thing up on this path down. We'll see where we're going to have to turn off so we don't run into our tractor. Okay, we're at 90%. Pretty good. Let's turn that like that. Just like that. Just missed it. So we'll definitely get this filled up. %, full. We'll see how much grain this thing will take. Because we were pretty close to... There we go. 100% full. %, so how much will we get in here? $55. So yeah, not a bunch, but with that, we will get some more grain harvested. Because why not harvest what we can? Before we empty. Just makes our job a little easier in the long run. Less getting in, getting out, getting in, getting out. Say we're about I was trying to guess how close to completed. I'd say we're about 60% completed right now. This looks like about 60%. Say we have maybe 7 rows to go. 74% full. Alright, we got another little accomplishment in this game. Really haven't been paying attention to the accomplishments, so couldn't really tell you what they are, what they're not. 92% complete, not bad. Just try to knock out a chunk here real quick. Oh man, I was hoping I was going to get 100% there. Not quite. This will get me to 100%. Oh, darn it. Not much there. Okay, so we are bull. So we know we're going to have to make a second trip to the to our place, but the other thing we know right now is we are gonna have to make a second or 3 trips to the farmer's market. Because this thing only holds, and it's because of the tractor, not because of the thing. We're only holding about 7,000 liters, and when we only hold 7,000, we're a little empty, and that's because of the tractor pulling power, not because of this trailer. The trailer looks like it'll hold 10,000. However, this will give us a good idea of how close to completed we are. Once we get this emptied out. So we're 70% complete, and we have 44% of what they want transported. And fortunately, we really don't have to drive that far. To transport our grain. There we go. So we can only fill this up 45%, and then we'll have to take it another trip. But when we do fill it up 45%, we might be able to get everything harvested here and not have to worry about continuing to harvest. We'll just we're not gonna back up. We're just gonna come in here, line up turn that puppy on and get this done. Then again, you know, we might be able to get all of this in one. We'll just have to make 2 trips to the market. That's probably wishful thinking, but, you know, hey, I can dream, right? So just up and down is 14%, I'm going to say. Yeah, I think we can get us all done this round and then make 2 trips to the market, which isn't that far away. Said we're about 70% complete, and I would agree with that. We shouldn't have got 34% of grain by now. We should have been considerably less. Ah, we missed just that much. We'll pick it up on the come around. %80 complete, and I would have to say I would agree with that statement. I'm feeling like we're close to 80%. We're going to have to make 2 trips to the farmer's market because we're over 45, we're 50% right now full in our bin, and we can only put about 45% in, so right now everything we're doing has to make a second trip. It sounds like it's raining out. Let's tab over to here. Close our cover. And then keep on going. It decided, oh, I need a rain. Harvesting while it rains reduces the yield. Well, great. You're the ones that decided to make it rain today. It shouldn't reduce the yield. The yield's already done. The yield's already been determined, so that's not a true statement there. I'm going to say that right now. It shouldn't reduce the yield. The yield's already been determined. We'll have to come up one time. Did reduce its yield, that's fine, because you know what, we're 95%. So how much did it really reduce? I don't think it reduced it that much, maybe 1% or 2%. I look at it like this. You go out and mow your grass when it's raining outside. Does it mean you cut less grass? The answer is no. If you were to go out and pick apples on your apple tree while it's raining out, does it mean you get less apples? The answer is no. So the reduction in yield, I have a hard time buying that. Now, could more grain fall to the ground? Maybe. Do you want to harvest in the rain? Probably not. Actually, you know what I am going to do? Since I'm so close. And I don't want to open up my basket there. This is 95% full. And we are going to have to drive, unload, drive, unload again, and then drive back. So honestly, time-wise, this is probably the same amount of time. Just to do this. %, complete. Okay. Means once we're 4% more, we'll be making some money here. Do we make any on this? $74% transported, so no. So we'll make some money on our next trip. And we'll just park you there. Oops, tab over to here. And let's go make our money. There's only 61% grain in here. I think we're gonna make much on this one. Hopefully enough to pay our lease cost. How much money are we gonna make? Only $617. Actually $500 after we're done. Let's end our contract. But you know what? We made $500. We leased $200, so we came out above that number. So we hit the collect. We go back. We have $11,000. And let's go walk underneath here so we're out of the rain. And see what else is here. I think this might end this episode. I've got to go to work here in about 20 minutes, and we're about 50. We could do some more harvest. Where does that go? Feed and Grain South. That's a little bit of a drive. This is a pretty big field. Cotton, and it's going to the farmer's market. It's field 10. This might be something that we look at doing. Field 10, it's a big field. Probably won't do the whole thing online. We'll probably do a little bit of that offline. But I think that's our next contract that we're going to accept. Let's look at the weather. It's only supposed to rain till 12 o'clock, according to this. We got 11,000. It is 10 o'clock. So yeah, let's. I'm gonna accept that contract. So just so you know, we're gonna do some of this harvesting offline. This is $8,000. And we got to, and it goes right to the market, which says, why not accept the contract? We're going to need to borrow the items. Back, tab, here we go. Is this thing ready to go? Where's the harvester at? It's already on there. It's built. Build number 10, and it's raining, and this is the one we're going to do. We'll get our equipment over there. And then we'll start to harvest after, you know, a lot of this harvest I'm going to do offline, just so you're aware. This is another $7,000. It gets us up into a dollar range that is going to allow us to possibly buy some equipment for ourselves. Not saying we're going to buy the best equipment out there. But the rain should pretty much stop by noon or 1 o'clock, and that'll get me most of my stuff out there. Get it harvest when we get back on our next episode, part 2 of the day. And yeah, that will be a pretty good darn day. As I said, we'll harvest most of it offline. Try to keep some of this tedious stuff out of the series. I'm not for sure how the cotton thing works, to be honest. It's a pretty big field, yeah. It'll probably take us most of the rest of the day to get this thing done. I'm not for sure how much cotton pays, and I don't know how to load cotton into the truck, so we're gonna have to figure all that out. Turn on automatic drop. This could be a pain in the rear. If it drops the cotton, are we gonna have to pick it up? Let me take a look at this contract again. Doesn't really say. Oops. Oops, wrong button again. Not an expert on cotton, I'll tell you that much right now. So, let's figure it out. So, I believe we would need to unfold, right? Yep. And then we need to V. And I wonder, oops, let's turn it on. I didn't turn on the automatic drop, and I didn't do that for one reason. I'm gonna check something out here, folks. You're gonna love what I'm gonna do. But I'm just not for sure. We want to harvest a chunk of this. We're going to get a little bit of an education here. On harvesting cotton. about ready to call this an end of the episode. This is what I'm going to find out. We need to learn the education on cotton. I'm going to turn on the automatic drop. I don't know what that is. I'm just messing around in this field right now. I don't see what the automatic drop's doing. It's not really doing anything. It says we're 10% complete already. I'm gonna turn off the automatic drop because I just don't understand. I'm gonna check some. Is there an L? There isn't an L. So how do we get the cotton out of this machine? I'm guessing it's gonna come out eventually. About time to end this episode. Looking at the time, it's about time for me to get ready to go to work. And I still don't know how to turn on the automatic drop. Well, I've got it turned on. You'd think that it'd be doing something. We're 24%. Z, turn it off again. What do we do? Back the truck up to it? Let's go find out. I mean, I don't know how to harvest the cotton. unload unfinished bale. There we go. So we don't have a bale yet. So what I'm thinking I'm going to do is I'm just going to drive this over to the, maybe it's 100% makes a bale. I'm just kind of guessing. I'm close enough to the market that I think what I'll end up doing, and I'm pretty much gonna call this an episode here. We're not even gonna use the truck. We're just gonna drive over and unload the bales ourselves. So we got started. I know why we'll unload a bale. I don't know how far this thing goes, but we're just here in a couple of minutes. I'm going to end this episode just so you guys know. A lot of cotton. Yeah, you're learning. We have absolutely no idea how to harvest. You say I'm 20% complete. I would challenge that because it sure doesn't feel like I'm 20% complete. Feels like I'm like 10% complete. It's supposed to stop raining at some point in time. Yeah, this is a pretty big field. And when you're looking at where this thing is gonna hold 20,000 bushels of cotton. It's going to be able to harvest a good chunk of the field. We're running about 10 minutes over. And as I said, I'm going to do a lot of this offline. But I just wanted to kind of get a start and a feel of, you know, the harvesting part's pretty much the same. That's not really that big of a deal. I think the biggest problem I have in this right now is figuring out how to exactly harvest this. I mean, this is a huge field. We're gonna come in here just like this and kind of turn this into a smart harvest. I mean, as big as this is, it's hard to believe it says I'm about 20% complete already. I feel like I'm not even close to a percentage point complete at the moment. And with that, I'm going to call this an episode. So if you made it this far, thank you very much. Stay safe. Goodbye for now.